Chosen one, my child, I am asking you with all the weight of heaven behind my words. Do not turn away from this moment. Do not let your eyes grow heavy and do not walk away before I have finished speaking. Touch what kept you there. You don't know how important that choice is right now. I know you're worn out. I know you've heard a lot of promise before. I also know how long you've been waiting until hope itself became too much for you. In that case, type "I'm on" to show that you have been there. Not putting on a show, just being honest about where you are. You can't skip this, though. You can't miss what I'm about to say to you. Right now, something is going on around you that you can't see yet. There are two things coming at you at the same time. That's the answer. You've been yelling for since the wee hours of the morning when no one could hear you. One is a danger that has been building up around the edges of your life. It is quiet and comes as a surprise. I'm speaking now because of both of them. You'll get the one and be safe from the other if you stay with me. This is not a small issue. Not just any blessing. I'm talking about this. The kind that changes with the seasons. These are the ones you've been asking for. The one you've got stuck in your chest like a rock. That person you stopped talking about out loud because it hurt too much. Please hear me right. You can still find that answer. It's not forgotten up there in heaven. The whole world, every person, every open door and every situation has been set up around it so that when it comes, nothing can take it away from you. It was never careless with the timing. It was right on. But I need something from you right now. Please pay attention to me. I need your faith to be awake, not sleepy, not half-hearted, and not split between 100 different worries. If you don't believe the answer, it will just go by like rain on hard ground. It falls, but nothing gets bigger. That's not what I want for you. I want your heart to be soft and ready. What's at stake tonight is clear to the enemy of your soul. He is scared by what he sees waiting for him in the world he can't see. So that's why your thoughts keep going off track. That's why you want to sleep. That's why there's a voice inside telling me to put this off until tomorrow. That things will stay the same. That everything you've heard before. That voice isn't mine. I'm being honest. There was a time set aside for this word, and that time is now. It's not that my power will fade tomorrow. It never does. But there are times when heaven is close to a single life. And now is one of those times for you. Don't miss it. You will still be loved and mine. But you will have missed an open door because you didn't notice it. Take a moment to think about your life. Remember the times you were about to give up but couldn't because of something you couldn't name. Remember the nights when you told yourself it was over, but you got up anyway. When morning came. Remember the times you should have fallen but didn't. It wasn't luck. That was my hand. Each of those times was a thread that led you to this one. This message wasn't found by accident. I brought you here. I made you feel something before you knew what you were trying to get. I saved this hour for you a long time before you knew you would need it when you thought you had no more strength left. What I was going to say to you now was already planned out. Let go of the hurts from the past. They are real and I'm not ignoring them. You used to believe and nothing changed. You had hoped before, but the hope came back empty. I know. But don't think that just because some doors were closed yesterday, all of them are now. Hurts from the past make prophets bad. They can only guess that things will stay the same. They are also wrong about what's going to happen. I can tell you're tired by the look in your eyes. I can see how heavy your heart is because you have questions that no one can answer. Will things ever really get better for me? And now I answer you with all the power of my throne. It is real. Yes, it is worth it. Yes. Yes, things are going to change. I will show you why you feel the way you do before this word is over. Do not mistake the weight you carry for weakness or proof that you have been left behind. It's partly the weight of a long road. Some of it is a signal I've been sending you that you haven't learned how to read yet. I'll show you how to read it tonight. Then stay with me. Do not close your heart. Instead, keep it open. There have been things stopping you from getting what I prepared. I will name them and break them. And I will tell you the truth and love about what is coming up quietly so that it doesn't hurt you. You're not here for fun and games. One soul, you are here because I called you by name to a meeting I set up right now. Heaven is not talking to a lot of people. Heaven wants to talk to you. Allow that to cover you like a blanket. Let it calm your mind down. Now more than ever, the answer is close. The alert came at the right time. Nothing about this hour is a surprise. And if you stay, nothing will be wasted. Kind of on. You are already showing faith by choosing to stay. Let me now show you what you missed. The people around you had no idea how hard it was for you. As you went about your daily life and fought your battles. I, on the other hand, was working behind the scenes, not stopping or resting, moving one piece at a time into place so that everything would line up for you at the right time. I've been moving people. There is already help for you. My job has been to guide their steps and yours toward a single crossing point. You haven't met them yet. The right time, place, and person. You will call it luck. When your paths cross, it won't be a guess. I've been making provisions less strict. It is now possible to use resources that have been locked for years. You are getting supplies that you didn't even know were out there. You will get things from directions that don't make any sense. And you will know it was my hand because no other explanation will work. I'm the God who turns rocks into water. I am not scared of lack. I've been changing things that seem to be permanent. I get what you have been putting together for me. Say it right away before your mind starts to doubt it. Issues that didn't go away after you prayed. Situations that were so old that you stopped telling me about them. I'm now taking care of doors that wouldn't open no matter how hard you tried to knock for years. Some things will change so quickly that you won't even have time to be amazed by them before they change again. And I've sent my powerful messengers to be with you, carrying orders that are specific to you. They don't sleep. They are not taking a break. They fight battles in the worlds you can't see. And you'll never have to know about them. Getting rid of problems you didn't even see. Getting rid of paths that could have hurt you. Keep the path I've chosen open. Let me tell you what is ready right now. In the world you can't see. Deeds are written down and sealed. I give orders from my throne that make impossible things possible. They have your name on them. Your change of heart is not an idea I am thinking about. It's an order. I've already given up waiting for the appointed time to give birth. There is provision that is shared out and kept in trust enough to meet the need you pray about and more. There is healing ready to restore what is broken and worn in you. Healing that goes to places that doctors can't get to. Some doors won't let you in for years after having keys cut for them. Doors to chance, relationships, and a sense of purpose. No one will be able to close those doors after they open. There are broken chains that used to hold you. Fear, heaviness, and bad habits kept coming back in chains. They are already broken in the world we can't see. Type my chains are already broken. Use the present tense. What is true in the world you can't see is becoming true in this world. You still need to feel that freedom in your days, in your body, and in your mind. It will hit you, and there is a robe, a new name and honor instead of shame. You can then stand as a king's child instead of a beggar at the gate. Everything is ready. You might be wondering why it didn't happen sooner. Pay close attention, because I'm not going to answer you with simple phrases. It was never about how much you were worth. It had to do with position. The person you need to wait to open the first door wasn't yet in the right place. The thing that will carry you wasn't freed from the person who had it yet. You couldn't open some doors until other doors that you will never know about quietly shut. A harvest that was picked too early goes bad in the storage area. When you load a foundation before it sets, it cracks. It's not rude of me to act like the long wait didn't cost you anything. It cost you. I didn't take my eyes off of what it cost you. But I wouldn't give you something that was meant to last forever and then fall apart after just one day. I don't follow the time of men. The calendar of heaven tells me what to do. And that calendar shows that your time has not yet come. It's right on. Not even one day early when the pieces were still all over the place. Not even one day late. When your heart might have hardened too much to receive now. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site. You are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give and it will be given to you is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose. Join the conversation and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today. Join our community and see what God brings back into your life. In other words, know what kind of time you are in. The people are set up. The rule is no longer strict. No one can change the decrees. The messengers are set up. The doors don't lock. Heaven has done what it needed to do. And heaven is only waiting for one thing. An open heart that can take in what has been planned. That's why the urge to leave has been so strong tonight. Because of this, many things have tried to take your attention away. There is nothing stronger than an empty room. You can tell that something real is at stake by the way you feel resistance because hope has hurt you in the past. Don't become hard against it. I know what it is. You try not to believe that the fall will be shorter. You can't brace and receive at the same time, though. You can't make fists with open hands. Please let your hands go open. You've been telling me to move for years. Tonight I'm telling you that I've moved. I'm leaving. Now at this point the question is no longer whether I will act or not. If you will stand where my action lands with your back to me and your eyes open. That's the question. Stay where you are. Do not drift. Let me show you the hidden things that have been stopping your receiving in a moment. I will then take care of each one. But first, let your spirit talk to heaven. Say, I believe, but don't mean, I agree with the message. Say it as if you were talking directly to heaven. I'm now going to answer the question you've been thinking about the most. Your prayers have made you wonder if they ever got to me. You prayed in the dark when you couldn't fall asleep behind a locked door. You prayed so no one could hear your voice break. As you prayed on lonely roads, you spoke in whispers and left off sentences when you ran out of words. My child, none of those prayers missed my throne. Not a single one. The prayers you were embarrassed to say, the ones that were angry, the ones that were full of doubt, and the ones that were more mature than words. Those also got to me. I didn't give them grades. I get them. A parent doesn't turn away a child just because they cried instead of speaking. I could hear everything under your words, even the things you didn't want to say. If you heard me, why didn't you answer? You asked. Listen to me now. I heard all of your prayers. Sometimes I didn't answer in the way you thought I would or on the day you had in your heart. So, some of my answers went by you without being noticed. Like a friend dressed in clothes you don't know. You prayed for that job, but it went to someone else instead. It hurt you that you weren't chosen. But I knew that road would lead me there. You would have been paid in silver and paid for it with silver. Can't get it back. You didn't go with me because I have work for you that won't make you work hard to make bread. What I've planned will be ready for you at the right time. Then you'll know why all the other doors were locked. You prayed for that relationship to work out, but it didn't. The rejection hurt like a wound that wouldn't heal. But I saw something that you couldn't see from inside. I saw the person that person would be to you in 5 years. In 10, my love for you wouldn't let you build your life on that. After that, being alone was very bad. I understand. But medicine that tastes bad is still medicine. You prayed to get better, but the sickness didn't go away. And you started to wonder if I had the power or if I just didn't care. I have the power. I care. And restoration is coming at you from inside and outside the body. Sometimes I fix things right away and sometimes it takes a while, like when spring melts snow on a field. Yours is coming slowly and without any argument. Don't let its speed make you think it's not there. You prayed for help, but the numbers just wouldn't add up. And in the wee hours you sat with your bills and your fear. I saw you carry that weight. And I never found it easy to do myself. But I taught you that your safety doesn't lie in a sum or a harvest that can fail in me. If someone learns that lesson, plenty will never own them. So they can trust plenty. Please take a moment to rest your heart because I'm not done explaining yet. There's a difference between having your prayer turned down and having it heard. A lot of yours were held. Hold it like a smart dad does a letter until the kid is old enough to read it. While the seed is still in the ground, it is held in place like rain in a cloud. In faith, nothing you asked for was thrown away. It was kept. And now what was kept is coming out. Think about how Joseph was in the pit and then in jail. Every year his life was like the story of a man who was forgotten. Through all of those years, I never moved him farther away from the palace. It didn't make sense to go down that road until one day it did. The same kind of road is yours. Everything will make sense at once also soon. If you've been seeing the same numbers over and over during your longest period of waiting, please drop them below. Joseph didn't see any of it coming. The pit doesn't show how close you are to the palace. Feel like Hannah did when she cried in the temple every year with empty arms. The people around her and even the priest at first got her sadness wrong. But her prayer was heard from the start. And when the answer came, it wasn't just a kid. It was a prophet who made kings. What I don't give back, I ask for again. Feel free to judge my love based on how long you wait. I'm interested in what you held back from me. You should get more than what the delay cost you. Use this to measure it. You are still there. You were not broken by the thing that should have been. You didn't feel empty during the years that should have done that. There is still some hope in your heart, or you wouldn't be here listening with something in your chest. Someone you care about might be holding on to something that won't let go. Send this to them tonight. There is a reason why that ember is still there. I will keep that ember alive. It would not go out. Also, understand this. The silence you had to deal with was never absence. During those nights, I felt closer to you than you ever have. There was no one around to hear you when you spoke into the dark. There are times when I keep quiet like a doctor keeps their hand steady. Not because he doesn't feel anything, but because the work is tricky and he won't fall. That time of year is ending. One set of answers at a time is being made public. I picked them so that each one makes you stronger for the next. What comes first will keep you steady, and what comes last will let itself speak until it gets there. There have been old obstacles in the way of what I planned for you. Even though you didn't build them all yourself, they are still there in you. I will name them one by one in a moment, and then I will break them. Pay attention, because I'm about to show you why some people leave without giving their answer even though they are so close. Even if the blessing is ready and the time is right, something in the heart can still stand in the way. That's not going to happen to you. So, I'll make each barrier clear. 1. To begin, doubt stands in the way. One question at a time builds a wall of doubt. Is this true? Could it work for me? Does he see me? Every year, the same questions were asked over and over again. The answer is on one side until the wall is so high. This is for other people. Unbelief says straight out, they can use it, but I can't. I've tried before and know what happens. When you talk like that, you're not keeping yourself from being let down. The answer is being sent away at the gate. Third, fear stands in the way. The fear of having hope again. You've been let down. And now hope itself feels risky, like a ledge you fell off of before. So you don't expect much and call that being realistic. You've never been safe from pain because of your fear. Though it only made sure that your hands were closed when the blessing came. Fear doesn't protect you. You are on the wrong side of a lock. Being passive is the fourth barrier. Some people want the blessing but won't do anything to get it. They wait like a stone does. They wish without asking, want without saying, and are hungry, but never reach for the bread. That kind of person won't make my kingdom move. It moves for people who knock on the door until it opens, grab the bottom of the dress, and yell even when everyone else tells them to be quiet. The fifth obstacle is being distracted. This is the one that has grown the most in your generation out of the 5. Your enemy has learned that he doesn't have to kill you if he can just keep you busy. Dispersed attention doesn't get anything. Heaven doesn't hold back. It's because the moment of receiving needs a heart that is there. He has tried over and over to take your mind off of things. Even tonight, take note of how it tells you what he fears. Now, my child, I'm not going to call these things barriers and leave them alone. Naming was kind. It's more merciful to break. Take what I do now. I break down the wall of doubt. I break down every block of every unanswered question. I made it sure not being sure that you will never suffer. But from now on, when the old questions come up, they will find that the wall is gone and my voice is still there. Type that the wall is down. Say it as if you mean it. Something that was stuck because of doubt is now moving toward you. I break down the wall of doubt. The lie that said this was only for other people and never for you. I get to the root of it. Who told you that I wouldn't keep my promises to you? I didn't say that word. You are not the only soul in the world. My goodness moves on. You are the one who gets the blessing. It's not because you deserve it, but because you are mine. I break down the wall of fear. The part of your heart that freezes when you hope. Now I'll take it from you. I put courage there instead. The kind that dares to hope things will get better again. You won't feel bad about hoping. Write that down in your heart. You won't feel bad about having hoped. Type. I'm brave enough to hope again. Not carefully or under certain circumstances. I only dare to hope again. I break through the wall of passivity. I made you hungry where you were numb. From tonight on, you'll pray with more conviction than you did before. Ask with more courage. And feel like you're standing tall on the inside. You will use it because what I set up needs to be grabbed, and you will do that, and I break down the distraction wall. I give you back your focus, the bits of your attention that were all over the place. I gather them up like a split flock and take them home. There will be more peace and quiet for you. There will still be noise, but it won't bother you as much. Feel what changed while I spoke. It feels like something in your chest is less tight than it was. Something that pushed down has now raised its hand. That's not making up stories. That's how it feels when old walls come down after a long time getting quiet. Light coming into rooms that had forgotten how to use light. If that's how you felt, then yes. Not to prove something, since something real just took place. The path between you and what I made is now clear. The old blockade is no longer there. And tonight, what heaven had ready to come to you starts to move. Some of it will get to you quickly. That won't happen again because I don't take down walls to build them back up. Some will come in stages, each one on time. When doubt tries to build a new wall, tell it to stop. Talk back to fear when it says that hoping is silly. With what you have heard from me today, I took down the barriers, but we have to work together to keep them down. You see me getting stronger every day. Now I need to change how I talk to you. Not from love to anger, never that. always from comfort to warning. Because I told you at the start that two things were going to happen in your life. The first was the answer and you're now ready to hear it. The second is dangerous because it is quiet and waits. Now is the time for me to show it to you clearly so that it can never touch what I just set free. Take this as a warning from your Father, not meant to scare you, but to protect you. There is a threat to your life that is moving quietly, and that is what makes it powerful. It doesn't make itself known. It doesn't come with thunder. It comes in small choices. Times when you feel like you have nothing important to do and hours when you think nothing important is happening. I'm talking about it now because of that reason. You have already felt it. Even though you called it something else, there is still time to step aside. You couldn't explain the pull. A little unease in a place you know well, a thought you pushed down because it made you feel bad for not being thankful or kind. My child, those weren't moods. That's what I meant. These things have been my way of getting your attention for a long time. Putting aside signals, I'm now going to speak clearly. Figure out where this danger is hiding. It doesn't put on a different face. Comfort and routine are where it hides herself. You no longer look at your inside habits. There is never a net in front of the bird's eyes. It's laid down where the bird has landed 100 times and given up looking. There is someone close to you whose influence is not good for you. Be careful what I say because I'm not teaching you to be suspicious and I'm not telling you to be mean to everyone you know. Watch how you feel after being with certain people. Do you feel lighter or heavier? Clearer or less clear? Closer to me or farther away? What they leave behind is a more accurate report than anything they say. Don't look at the words, but at the trace. This danger also relies on a pattern in the way you act. You know that one. The way you trust too easily when you're by yourself. How you rush when you're under a lot of stress. You shut down that little voice inside because you don't want to seem tough or because you're afraid of losing something you might need to lose. Snorts, the habit fits the shape of the snare. If you break the habit, the trap will not close on anything. Put this ahead of everything else. You are about to make a choice. It won't look like a threat. It's going to look like a chance. It might even look like the answer to your prayers has finally come. It makes you want to move quickly. And that stress is exactly how you'll know what I send doesn't whip you around. My gifts don't go bad in the afternoon. Discover the difference between two types of need to act quickly. One is mine and the other is not. When I move you, it's fast and calm at the same time. As you move, clarity builds up. When someone presses you, things move quickly and get confusing. A thick fog that gets worse as you go faster. A voice that hisses. No or never. If numbers keep coming up when you need to make a choice, post them below. Heaven doesn't send fog, that number is the calm, not the stress. I'm never in the fog. Things that can't wait for you to pray about them have already shown you where they come from. So do this when that time comes. Which will come looking normal. Take a break. Back away from the noise. Ask me something honest and then be still for a while to see what comes up in you. When there is a quiet resistance, a small steady no under the loud yes, you should listen to it. That fight back isn't fear. It is discernment, and it is one of the sharpest gifts. I put my trust in you. Do not let the way something looks move you, because how something looks is the cheapest part of any deal. Eve could see that the fruit looked good. The eye is simple to please and simple to trick. Trust your judgment more than your eyes can see. What really comes from me can handle your questions, your pain, and your prayers. What they can't handle was never yours to take. You've also been tempted to go back to something you know that cost you a lot in the past. It has been calling to you lately. It has softer colors and a more reasonable voice than it used to. I got you out of trouble once. Please don't go back through that door right now. Going there isn't because you miss your home. The trapped patient will always remember your name. I tell you all of this ahead of time so that you won't be scared when it does happen. The situation will seem normal and almost familiar. And there will be just one small thing that doesn't seem right. That little thing is your signal. Most people don't notice it because they think it's too small to be important. Take it as proof that someone is keeping a close eye on you. The trap is set for many people who don't know it. You already have yours. It was said softly and with plenty of time to spare. We don't treat the forgotten that way. That's what someone who is deeply loved wears. You don't have to live with your back to me. I want you to live by looking at my face. People who look at my face can see everything else as it really is. Fear won't keep you safe on this road. Will of wisdom. When you're scared, you look for every shadow and miss the real danger. Being wise walks slowly and carefully around it. You won't have to deal with any of this by yourself. I enter each room before you do. This danger might get in. I'm standing behind you at all the possible entrances. What I showed you tonight has already made it less strong. This kind of snare only works at night, but I brought it into the light. Say the words, I believe in you. Send them straight to heaven right now. What you got just now, a gift that lets you tell the difference between fog and peace, between speed and clarity. Someone in your life is going to need this gift soon. If you're ready to follow me, let me now deepen what I've given you. A warning that is heard only once fades, but wisdom that is planted grows. I want you to be still. I also know that being still hasn't been easy for you. It's loud in your mind and during the day, but you can hear me best when it's quiet. And the snare works best when you are in a hurry, to avoid running away from your life. Learn to be still. Instead, use it as a tower to watch over it. You start to see what speed hides when you slow down. The little thing that doesn't make sense. The word that doesn't go with the eyes that say it. There is an offer that is a bit too bright for what it says it is. At a run, you can't see any of this. The still heart sees what the racing heart passes by, and your heart will be still from now on. Also learn to tell the difference between your feelings and what you know, because those voices are different. Feelings are like weather. They go up and down. A word, a memory, or a bad night's sleep can wake them up. But there is something solid under the weather. A knowing that I have planted in you that doesn't change. When you have to make a choice, don't just ask how you feel. Find out what you know underneath the feeling. The ground doesn't lie, but the weather does. This is what it means to respond instead of react. The person who responds is moved by things that move, like a gate swinging in the wind. When someone answers, they stand, think about the praise, and then take one step in the right direction. It's cost you a lot to react for years. After this season, you will answer. You will slow down where you used to rush. You used to ignore the voice inside you. But now listen to me about the closed doors in your life. For some of them have made you sad because they were lost. My child, not every locked door is a burglary. I close some doors the way a dad locks a gate at the edge of a cliff. Snorts, you stooped to one side and asked why. I held the bolt from the other side and knew what was beyond. You'll understand why some doors wouldn't open one day. And you'll thank me for all of them. And not everything that came into your life was meant to stay there. Some people, places, and works were given for a reason, and that reason is over. By keeping them past their due date, you turn a blessing into a burden. The way they did things kept bread worms by morning. Let go of what is done. You are not being taken off. You are getting stronger for the journey ahead. And I'm glad the road ahead is long. Also pay attention to your surroundings, because places have a bigger effect on souls than souls themselves admit. There are rooms where your spirit can settle down and hear clearly, and rooms where it will fly around like birds that have been startled. There are people who make you stronger and people who make you feel weird about yourself. This holiday season, make a choice. Go where you can see things more clearly. This is not being alone. It means taking care of the one heart that God gave you. Your friends and family will change as you get older. And I want you to be ready for it so it doesn't hurt you. You'll feel far away from some of the people who walked with you because you're no longer going around in circles and they are still doing it. Others, new ones sent by me, will come close. You'll be able to tell them apart by the fruit they bear. Peace where there was chaos and clarity where there was fog. Hold on to those who are leaving or block those who are coming. Allow the change to happen. I'm in it. During this time, some people will not understand you, and you need to be okay with that. They'll ask you why you took a step back from something, why you don't run as fast as you used to, why you're weighing things you used to grab. You don't have to tell everyone why you're following my orders. The wind doesn't tell the tree why it should grow toward the light. The tree just does it and stops trying to please everyone. More people have gone astray because of that need than because of open evil. Because it looks like kindness, but really it just gives your life over to what other people want. Respect other people without having to do what they say. Peace will win over approval at some point. So, choose peace when that happens. Not sure is not the same as lost. Think about what you learned tonight during those times. Take a break. Do not move. Ask me. You should wait until it's clear before moving on this road. You don't have to be perfect. To do this, you must be awake. Being awake also lets you forget many mistakes. You touched the like if that just took something off. There was no need for you to be perfect or ready. You're not the same person you were a year ago. You would have blinked under the stress. The praise would have kept you going. The well-known trap would have led you in a well-known direction. The way you stand now looks different. You can feel it. I worked on you to make you quiet and firm where you used to sway. And it won't go away soon. It's not about your mood making it through the week. It's the type of becoming who you are. I can feel it. How firm it is where it used to sway. Say it's making you who you are. Now you're getting stronger in a way that the world doesn't usually praise, but that heaven loves very much. Being able to stop when other people are in a hurry. The courage to stand back when other people are moving forward. The ability to keep quiet when everyone else is talking. You won't be loud with this strength. It will help you stay steady. And soon steady will be worth more than loud. ever has been. Then keep these three things in mind as you go. How clear, calm, and focused you are. When your peace is broken, see it as a sign and take a step back to figure out what did it. If you lose focus, don't feel bad about getting it back. Once you feel less clear, return to stillness and I'll see you there just like I did tonight. These three are your road lights. As long as you keep them lit, no darkness on the path will be able to catch you off guard. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-Fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus, a plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. My child, raise your head now. Because I saved the best part of this word for last. Past the warning, past the barriers, past everything you are leaving behind. You are about to start a new path that is different from any other road you have been on. I don't leave you standing in the field when one way closes to protect you. Another way opens for your growth and yours is opening now. At first you'll feel light, like someone got rid of something heavy you had been carrying for a long time. Then you'll be able to think more clearly, make better decisions, and see less of the questions that used to keep you up at night. This is how it feels to be in line. It wasn't fireworks. It was the quiet turn of a key in a lock that was made for it. A life finally settling down where it was meant to be. During this season, you will have new chances that aren't like the ones you were warned about. It's always peaceful when I send something. No matter how big or new it is, it won't swarm you or count down at you. You can say prayers and be patient with it and it will still be there solid and open after you test it. That's how you'll know I have it. When those doors open, don't be afraid. For doubt no longer has a hold on you. What you ran away from and what's coming are not the same thing. Just remember the trap, but don't let that stop you from moving toward the blessing. One had hooks hidden under a bright surface. The other one has open good on top of it and nothing but more good below it. The way your hand knows the difference between warm and cold water is how you will feel the difference. Being aware was never meant to make you scared of every door. It was meant to set you free in the right ones. What's ahead of you is bigger than what's behind you. I tell you straight out, the parts of your story that aren't already written are the best. If you keep seeing 777 or any other number that seems to be on the edge of something new, please share it below. Heaven is confirming what's coming up, not what's already happened. I know the plans I have for your life. They are plans for peace, not for harm, to give you a future and a reason to live. These are not loose words for me. And I have never used them in a loose way around you. The promise I made will start to come true for you. People I put in place will start to show up and you'll be able to tell who they are by the peace they bring into a room. You will begin to do the work I trained you for as glimpses, then steps, and finally a road that you can see going on ahead. It won't all happen in 1 hour. Because I'm building to last, not to impress. There will be peace after peace and nothing that was meant for you will be missed. You are also getting ready to lose weight. I mean this with honor. You've become more clear. But that's not all it's for. It will turn into a lamp for other people. People who are ahead of you on your path who you haven't met yet will find their way because you showed them the way. Take a soft lead when they come. Give freely what you were given tonight. People don't just dig wells for the sake of it. The people you care about and pray for. I haven't forgotten about them either. The people you care about are written into this same goodness. Some of the things I do in you this season. What I'm doing is making sure that it overflows to them in ways that you will see for yourself and be amazed by. Keep calling their names out to me every morning. There are prayers going on all the time, even when it seems like nothing is happening. Some of them are getting closer to their answer than you might think. Follow through with your plans now because that's how everything I planted tonight will grow into a way of life. Being awake isn't just something you do at night. It's more about the little choices you make every day than the big ones. Every day, even if it's only for a short time, go back to stillness. Pick the people, places, and thoughts you spend time with on purpose. What you work on will get stronger. What you don't pay attention to will fade. Use the things we built tonight. Type. This is where you will miss a signal. Make a choice quickly there. Watch out for falling back into an old habit. When those times come up, remember this hour and that I have more patience with you than your road. To correct is not to reject. Get up. Get ready to walk on. Rise up among the dead. Let your plenty have as much prayer as your lack did. Trust me and hold on to what I give you. Ready to bless it. It will grow in your hands. If you hold on tight, even a blessing will die. When something is held open, even a little is enough and then it's more than enough. So leave at this time changed. You came to it tired and with a lot of questions and little hope. When you leave, the barriers are down. You know what to do. The way is clear. And my words have settled over your life like a blanket that no season can wear away. There is nothing that will fall flat tonight. That was said. When I say something, I mean it. And I have never broken a promise yet. I'm always with you. Not just nearby. Sometimes I'm with you in the decision that's coming up. When the doors open, I'll be with you. I am with you in the quiet mornings, the hard afternoons, and the nights that used to feel like they would never end. And the nights won't feel like they'll never end for much longer. Now you can go in peace, but be aware. Be gentle, but strong. Take what you heard tonight with you into every room you go into to you. May it be exactly what I meant it to be. Protection behind you, food and air all your days. Type Amen not as a way to end but to confirm what was said over your life tonight. Have a great day. You are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry. When Jesus says, "Give and heaven will open over you" on this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall. Share your heart. And as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now. Join the family and see your heavens open. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment, or place where divine abundance is not just a hope but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.